Lewis Hamilton's future at Mercedes has triggered a lot of debate among Formula One fans and analysts in recent times. Rumours of a possible exit have been fueled by the poor performances of the team this season, with one ex-Formula One champion claiming that Hamilton is sulking and whining. But is the seven-time world champion really going to leave Mercedes? Where could he possibly go? Join us in this video as we discuss the prospects of Lewis Hamilton dumping the Silver Arrows. Also, we will be revealing the identity of the ex-Formula One champion that's predicting Hamilton's exit, so do well to watch this to the end. The 2022 Formula One season has been difficult for Lewis Hamilton. We know he's had it tough a few times, even while he was at the peak of his powers, but it has never been this bad, at least not in the last 10 years. The Brit managed to claim fourth place at the just concluded Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which could be viewed as some sort of improvement. But it's a long way off where he really wants to be. To make things worse, Hamilton's teammate George Russell has consistently gotten the better of him this season. So far, Russell has finished ahead of Lewis Hamilton in 7 consecutive races. The last driver to achieve this feat was former world champion Nico Rosberg, who did it between 2015 and 2016. George Russell will be looking to extend that record at the Canadian Grand Prix. For someone like Lewis Hamilton, who is used to winning races and claiming world titles, that would be a hard pill to swallow. More so because most of the problems he has experienced this season have been caused by the imperfections of his car. Owing to the introduction of new regulations by the FIA, Mercedes, like most of the other Formula One teams, have suffered varying degrees of porpoising problems, and so far the Silver Arrows don't look like they've got a hold on the situation. The FIA doesn't seem like they will reverse their stand anytime soon as well, and this could prove to be a dilemma for Lewis Hamilton. Knowing how competitive he is, we know he wants to ride in a car that will help him to get back to his best as soon as possible. And that could mean leaving Mercedes for another team. Recently, some sections of the media, fans and analysts have propagated rumours of Lewis Hamilton exiting the Silver Arrows team. Starting from two-time Formula One champion Mika Häkkinen, who we promised to reveal earlier. Commenting on Hamilton's disastrous start to the season, Häkkinen said, "For Lewis, this is a disaster, and with George being ahead, it's even worse. I wonder how Lewis behaves in the team meetings. I bet he's sulking. I can imagine it. Lots of complaining and whining." Another Formula One world champion, Jacques Villeneuve, has suggested that Lewis Hamilton could quit the sport altogether. "A big star like Lewis is great if you win, but if you don't, the backlash is so much bigger," Villeneuve explained. "A champion doesn't have the right to be uncompetitive. We've been surprised in the past. It has happened before that champions sometimes say they've just had enough." The 1997 Formula One Championship winner also claims that Mercedes team director Toto Wolff could have some decisions to make. As Toto Wolff, do you consider your megastar, your poster boy, a record-breaking champion with the international image who costs you a mega sum of money, or do you develop the car for the promising talent? Lewis Hamilton certainly wouldn't have a lot of options if he decides to look elsewhere in search of a better performing car. At the moment, most of the cars on the grid are suffering the same fate as Mercedes, except for Red Bull. Ferrari too has dealt with the porpoising problems quite well, and so far they've had a better campaign than Mercedes, but their mechanical failures are well documented as well. In any case, if Hamilton is looking for a new challenge, he most likely will have to choose between these two teams. But will they accept him? Both Red Bull and Ferrari seem to have found the perfect mix of drivers. Red Bull have current champion Max Verstappen in their ranks, and Sergio Perez, who joined the Racing Point in 2021, is looking like a worthy competitor himself. Both drivers occupy the first 2 positions in the standings this season, and they seem to have everything going for them, making it even more difficult for Lewis Hamilton to join Red Bull. Ferrari, on the other hand, have Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. This looks more like a partnership that Lewis Hamilton can disrupt, but that's not a given. Then again, most teams, including Red Bull, will find it hard to resist the lure of signing a 7-time world champion. It's quite surprising how much traction the Lewis Hamilton exit rumours have gotten. Just over a year ago, Hamilton and Mercedes completed a stunning season to win the 2020 Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. In that season, Hamilton broke Michael Schumacher's long-aged record of 91 Grand Prix wins, and he finished top in 11 out of 17 races. And Mercedes was all the better for it, winning their 7th successive Constructors' World title. Considering all these achievements, it's hard to imagine that both sides would be willing to break the union between them. Anyways, Lewis Hamilton has played down recent rumours linking him to a possible exit from the Silver Arrows, describing the comments as silly. The 7-time world title winner said, "I've seen a couple of comments from certain individuals that I remember growing up respecting when I was younger. But ultimately, their comments are silly and a bunch of nonsense, all in the aim of getting headlines to keep themselves relevant." The 37-year-old also reminded critics that he and Mercedes have had an amazing time together, adding that they have been through the highs and lows together. "I am 100% committed to this team. There's nowhere else that I want to be," Hamilton said. "Just because we've hit a rough patch, it's just not in my DNA to back out. We are still world champions and we can fix this." Referring to the porpoising problem suffered by Mercedes, the Englishman added that it's going to take a painful year. And true to that prediction, Hamilton was seen moving around in pain after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Speaking after the Mercedes team director, Toto Wolff, spoke about the effects of the porpoising problems on Lewis Hamilton. Wolff said, "We've just got to find a solution. I think he is maybe the worst affected from all drivers. I haven't seen him and I haven't spoken to him afterwards, but you can see that this is not muscular anymore. I mean, this goes properly into the spine and can have some consequences." Toto Wolff's comments raised concerns that Hamilton could be forced to miss the Canadian Grand Prix. However, the driver himself has confirmed that he will be present among the racing pack when the cars line out in Canada. The 7-time world champion took to social media to update fans about his health. "My back is a little sore and bruised, but nothing serious, thankfully. I've had acupuncture and physiotherapy, and I'm on my way to my team to work with them on improving." In what sounded like a reminder of his loyalty to Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton said in the statement that the Silver Arrows team has to keep fighting, adding that he wouldn't miss the Canadian Grand Prix for the world. Judging by Hamilton's statement, one could tell that he's clearly not happy with the performance of his car this season. But so far, he has shown great optimism that Mercedes can turn the situation around, which is ample evidence that he's not immediately looking for a move away from the team. What's your take on this topic? Should Lewis Hamilton seek a move away from Mercedes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. That's it for today. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.